this is a bit of a nuanced answer, as they all are. However, what my general recommendation is this. Don't sell in a category that requires you to get permission to sell in it. And I'll have to expand on that a little bit more in a second. Or don't sell in a category that's got multiple different variations for a product. The reason for that is, the variations one is expense. You will make mistakes the first product you list. You won't get it right. In all likelihood, it's not going to be your product that sets you free. In all likelihood, that's not going to be the product that sets you free, your first one. Could be your second one, could be your fifth one, I've got no idea. It's not likely to be your first though. So, with your category, don't try and go into something that's difficult, like with lots of variations, because your first product, you're going to make tons of mistakes. It's your learning product, and that's how you should treat it. And if it's got lots of variations, you'll have to buy more stock. More different. So if you've got a red one, a green one, and a yellow one, then that means you need to buy 100 units of the red one, 100 of the yellow, 100 of the green, for instance. So you've got 300 units you've got to buy instead of 100 unit you've got to buy. So there's a cost factor to go along with the you will make mistakes on your first product. So that's that. And then as far as the getting ungated goes, then it just makes it more difficult to get yourself ungated. And again, you want your first product to be your learning product, the product you kind of cut your teeth on. And so you want to get rid of those barriers to entry for yourself, because you haven't developed sustainable motivation for yourself usually yet. Usually you haven't developed internally driven sustainable motivation for yourself. And it takes a while to get ungated. During that time frame, oftentimes people get disillusioned, and that's a shame because Amazon's freaking awesome. So I wouldn't do that. So what should you sell in instead? Well, what I've got for you is this. So according to Amazon, this is, and I'm going to give you all these are your restricted products areas, so I'll give that to you. And there's also restricted categories as well, so let me give you that to you as well. And the very, very annoying thing about this is, so this is the overview of all the categories, and you can see if you require approval in them, okay? However, some categories, like beauty, for instance, it says here, you do not require approval. However, there are subcategories within the main beauty category where you do require approval. So don't take this as gospel. You've got to go deeper to really understand whether or not you need to get ungated or not, all right? That's the best thing I can tell you, to go check for yourself. But I think that's good advice. Don't start with something with lots of variations. Don't start with something that's going to require you to get category approval, simply because you're just beginning. You've got enough on learning how to get this shit organized in the first place without having to go to the extra expense of variations and the extra hassle of getting ungated. So if I was doing it, that's what I would do. Unless you're working with a coach. If you're working with one of our coaches, no dramas at all. They can give you what you need to fill in your skills gap. You won't make those rookie errors because you'll be working with a coach, and so it's different if you're working with a coach. But if you're not working with a coach, if you're on your Jack Jones, that's what I would do. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.